Welcome back to another episode of Lovecraft Country. This is season 1, episode 8, Jig-a-Bobo. I think that's what it is. Interesting title. Curious to see what that means, what that's about. But last time, it was a very Hippolyta-focused episode. Just in the recap here, reminded me that she was stuck in the time warp thing. We didn't get to see her come back out, so there's that. Tick, meanwhile, got a book called Lovecraft Country written by George Freeman. I'm curious to know if that's... because I know this is based on an actual written property. I'm curious to see if that's like the actual book or what it looks like, or what, It throws in a weird thing, like, because there's a character named George Freeman here, so... it sort of muddies the waters a bit onto what's going on here. We got that going on. There was the drawing left by Diana D at the scene of the crime, so I'm sure someone's gonna find that and track them down that way. The other side of things, we've got Ruby trying to pump Letty for information. I feel like she's working with Christina, which is not good, but we just had that to worry about. And then also, still, I'm just going to mention it. I don't know if it's coming up soon or ever, but, the stuff with Jian back in Korea. So, I don't know if that's going to show up. But it seems... that episode seemed to suggest that her story involvement is not over, that she has more to play in this, so we'll see if she shows up sometime. Anyways, let's just get into the episode and see what happens. The heat wave, what's going on? Oh, Emmett Till, wow. Oh my god.
She must have snuck off someplace.
Oh, I'm not liking that. Interesting that I'm guessing she was going to awake. Dressed in white. Everyone else is wearing, black and stuff. Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't walk further in the alley. Go.
Freeman. I said, are you Diana Freeman?
Why do they know? Lancaster, it's him. Oh my god. What the fuck? Corona! Ah! Fuck. Pasha, not today. Who's that? Oh my god, is that her? She's here. She gonna pull out the Glock. Be like, why the fuck you want Atkins? I don't know if that's the play, Tick.
Stop fucking lying to me! You're all lying to me!
Hey. Hey.
Open this damn door, dude. Get your ass out here now.
Montrose is not the one. He should not be here. Why is he here? I'm...
They cook for you. You damn sure make them work for it.
Okay, open the door! Open... Girl! Shit. What the hell? Did he, cast a hallucination spell on her? What did... She's going back to frickin'... What's her face? Cynthia? Not Cynthia.
Hey.
What's her name? Why am I blanking on her name? It starts with a C. Ruby. That's a cool shot. It's a new definition to horror porn. I mean, goddamn. Shoes outside. D, what are you doing, girl? Where are you going? Oh, hell no. I don't know what's happening, but I don't like this. Run, run, girl. Oh, fuck. You better drop kick her ass. You better drop kick their asses.
And I want you to feel alone. It's shameful. Because I'm here, feeling this. Mourning a sweet little boy who was taken from us.
Till. I don't care about Roy Bryant.
Leave.
Or J.W. Milam, who'll never receive justice for what they did. I don't care that half this city's on the brink because of it. And I don't think that you really do either.
They're both right. Because if she really cared with her whole heart, she wouldn't have come. D, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Nope, you stay with her.
Wait.
Tell her you see people. Tell her, Letty.
I'll be back soon.
Where's the other one? There's two of them. Don't be going alone to places. This is somehow the worst thing in this show so far. And there's gonna be power outages or something. They said earlier. They have to shut the train system down because there's power outages. Sir?
That's my son.
That makes sense. Okay, she's Christina. Letty's gonna rip her face off. Try to at least. She called her? Oh my god.
Not for Atticus. For you.
How does she play into this? Because they said it was about her. She said it was about her, Letty's family too, I believe, right? That's why she's with Ruby. Or is she just trying to tear them apart? What is going on? It could be about George Freeman, the son, protecting him. Oh shit. That's it, that horns. Horns of the devil. Oh fuck, I don't want to see this part. Girl, why aren't you with people you know? Not her tracking down the cops. I don't like this angle. No, sir. No, I saw them. Okay. They're hopping and skipping. Girl, you better run! Hurry the fuck up and do something, girl. Move! No!
Intention.
Oh, he's gonna sacrifice himself for the spell?
Yes, sir.
Because he said he needed a body.
Is my mama dead? Ida. It's Greek, asshole.
You bring me the one from the Winthrop house.
Honestly, the worst part is their glowing eyes. I can deal with the rest of them, but it's their freaking eyes glowing in the dark. Hit and run! Let's go!
Any other secrets you keeping from me?
No.
Come on, man. Let's just do this while I lose my damn nerve.
It's because he's not his dad? Is that the secret? What is it? Why did he act like that? Did he read it wrong because he's dyslexic? That's my only other... Those are my two options. Either he read it wrong, or you need a sacrifice. Oh. What is happening? Isn't she invulnerable? Like, is she trying to emulate? What was the point? Ah! Girl, I do not want to be in an enclosed space right now. I'm going to be out in the streets where everyone can see me. Where I've got room to maneuver. Nuh-uh! Nuh-uh! The door didn't close, bitch! Oh. Got a bitch! I keep forgetting the seal's there. I saw the blood earlier.
There was a
So you do too.
Ah! This is not the place to be right now, girl. I don't know why you're here. You better pick up that club and knock the fucking head off, bitch. That's right, it's baseball season, motherfucker. Yeah! Oh, sorry, Pasha. God damn it. Oh no! Montrose! Bulletproof, man. Does he control them? What is happening? Did he cast the wrong spell because he was dyslexic? Get inside the fucking house! There's a spell on your house! Get in the house! What happened to all the people in the house? Where's Ruby? You know, what are they thinking right now? What are they doing? I think they cast the wrong spell. I think that's what happened. No, not here. Okay, that was probably my favorite episode so far. As much as I hated it because it was fucking terrifying, it was a good episode. There was a lot. Social commentary, history, like actual legitimate history, cool magic stuff, horror. Oh my god, those freaking I would talk more about the importance of having Emmett Till, and I know Uncle Tom's Cabin is a very important piece of literature as well. But I'm gonna be honest, I personally do not know enough to have an informed discussion about that. So please, in the comments below, feel free to give me summaries and stuff. I'd love to learn more about this. All I know is that Emmett Till was one of the first prominent, what it is, lynchings. Prolific. A very important, integral, what's the word? A very important part of our nation's racist history. One of the first prominent black deaths in recent times, and obviously we have people like Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland, the list goes on. Unfortunately, Eric Garner, but I know that he was one of the first, and I think this is a very important episode, as well as being entertaining, because this episode really, again, just focused a lot on a lot of actual cultural U.S. history, which I know the show has touched on stuff relating to that before, but this is like the first time we really delve deep into both Emmett Till and then also with Uncle Tom's Cabin. I'm assuming that's, again, I don't know a lot, I just know that's a piece of literature. I'm assuming that's what those twin caricatures are from. Obviously twisted in some way. But yeah, like I said, I'd love to learn more, so please, if you guys know, in the comments below, just inform me, because I wanna learn what I can. As far as what I can talk about, I really appreciate this episode. It was just a lot of emotions. Fear, excitement, nervousness, suspense, action. A lot of cool stuff going on in this episode. Just gonna try and play through a little bit. A lot of great acting from these actors as well. The one who plays Diana, she did really great this episode. I think Ruby's actress did really well too, with her whole thing with Christina / William. A really complex scene just from character motivations, because again, I think she's, what she was saying to Christina, I think she believed that, she wanted to escape. She feels, her guilt over wanting to escape her skin and her life, and all the fears and stuff associated with it just for a time being, and she wanted to feel safe, and she hated that feeling. She hated that she wanted to feel safe and that she could feel safe. That she does have that privilege to escape. But at the same time, Christina is correct also in that, even so, her desire to be normal during a time of crisis like this is also problematic. I'm not saying it's a valid thing to feel. I don't know if I said that right. My point is, I think Ruby has every right to not want to feel tired and angry and, always be aware of her race and her situation. I think it's valid to not want to, even today, the conversation goes on. There should never be a reason, stuff like this shouldn't be happening today still. And it is. And it sucks that people have to live through this their whole lives. And it was kind of discussed earlier in the episode at the beginning, how Montrose was saying, she's got to learn early. This is sort of just a part of our lives that we have to get used to death. And that's not... I wish that didn't happen. It's... Systemically, it shouldn't happen that people have to get used to people dying early and getting used to profiling, the police encounter with the... a lot of great commentary this episode, like I said, but... it's complex because, like I said, Ruby has every right to want to feel normal, basically. To want to feel safe and secure. At the same time, Christina is correct in that it wasn't purely about Emmett and, Ruby's basically trying to say, Christina, you don't care about it all. You don't care about that we're dying. Christina's kind of flipping it and saying, well, you don't really care either because you're trying to get laid, and I agree with that. It's one thing to try and escape and trying to keep some piece of sanity in your mind and not having to worry about everything going on in the world today. We can all relate to that, regardless of our race or gender or anything. I think a lot of us in 2020 want to just forget about our lives for a minute, just escape. And I think, for me, that's been video gaming recently. That's been making all these videos for you guys and trying to watch different things and just sort of, again, just escape. I mean, it's been a rough 7 months. Okay, 7 months. I was talking with a coworker yesterday about how they were kind of mentioning it's been a year now. I'm like, well, it hasn't been a year, but it's gonna be a year pretty soon. It's almost November. It's gonna be November by the time this video goes up, but it's gonna be November. Holiday season's gonna fly by, even if it's not gonna be normal. It's gonna be the new year by the end. By the time we think about it again, it's gonna be the new year. It's gonna be freaking a year's time soon enough. It's valid to want to escape and to not have to be thinking about all the atrocities in the world now, but we also have to keep in mind that for some people it is their lives. It's their lives. Again, I'm not explaining it correctly. I'm not explaining it fully, but I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say. And I just really appreciate this episode for just having that conversation at all. Compared to the last two episodes, which were very fantastical, and very, very exposition heavy, plot focused, but also spin-offy because they weren't focused on the main story and characters. This one managed to blend in main plot, side characters, social commentary, everything really. So I just really love this episode. I feel there's more things I want to talk about, but I just also feel like I'm talking for so long. The freaking scene where, again, the sex scene, really weird, very interesting because it's not just about Ruby. It is focused on Ruby and how she wants to be a white woman during it and how she sheds her skin during the intercourse, all that stuff. But also we have to think about the fact that Christina is dressed up as William and all the subtleties that entails. I can't think of the words anymore. But yeah, just a very, very interesting scene for this episode. Yeah, the people chasing D. Ruby told them, well, she told Letty that she knows about magic and everything. She claims she's not going to be with Christina, but at the same time, she's been with Christina, so, like, what's the truth here? You know, I think she's just deluded that, you know, she thinks that Ruby thinks that she has control of the situation, but Christina is just using Ruby. At the end of the day, she's just a pawn. Ruby's just a pawn, but she thinks she has more stake and power than she does. So I'm wondering how she's going to end up at the end of the season. You know, I think there's 2 episodes left, right? There's 10 episodes total. So, curious to see if she'll even make it out alive. I don't know. She's lived a lot longer than I thought. I think she has some death flags coming, but also maybe she will make it to the end. I think she's a very interesting character right now. Montrose, I feel like there's a little bit more secrets we have to get out of him. You know, there was that one scene, I believe he was talking with Tick, like when they're casting the spell, I believe it was one of them. But he, you know, when he revealed that he was dyslexic and Tick asked, is there any more secrets or whatever, Montrose hesitated. So I'm not sure if there's just some more secrets that we don't know, the viewers, or is it the secret that was hinted early on in the season that Montrose is really not the father? And that bombshell that they dropped, I think it was episode 2, when it was George and Montrose talking, and then George kind of brought up, you might not be the father. At first, you know, we kind of, okay, maybe George is the father, but now that we know that Montrose is gay, maybe he actually isn't the father because of that reason. You know, maybe it wasn't just you know, at first we're kind of thinking that maybe it's just the brother thing. George went with the mom first or something, you know, but I don't know. Curious to see how that plays out. Again, is that what we're talking about with the secret, or does Montrose have other secrets that we, the audience, don't even know? So curious to see there. Also going with that scene, I'm not even on that scene in the preview here, but again, near the end, at the end, when Tick summons that thing, was that the protection spell? Is the protection just he has control of the creatures now, or did they accidentally cast the wrong spell? Because again, Montrose is dyslexic. Maybe he messed up the incantation somehow, and he said, "I wanted to be invulnerable," but really he said, "I want to be protected." Ergo, it's kind of like a genie thing, you know, where you weren't specific enough. Here's a Shoggoth now, or whatever they call it. So curious to see there. Hope we get some explanation there. Letty did get protected by Christina. Not sure how that's going to play out. If there's more to it than just that, you know, is there some secret double thing there? Because, I mean, William has that same protection spell and he's dead. So, like, it's either not that effective or it's something else. So again, I just don't trust Christina at this time, and you know, she's playing with everybody. She's got Ruby under her finger. She managed to get the key from Tick, and now she's got more spells thanks to Letty. Like, she's just getting everybody's stuff. They all say not to trust Christina at the same time. They're giving her shit. It's like, I don't know. I don't trust anything she's doing. What was that? Also, what was that? She killed herself, right? It was the same, I believe it was the same method or whatever that they were talking about earlier with Ruby. Her and Christina were talking about, you know, getting thrown into the river with barbed wire around the neck. So my two thoughts are, either Christina is trying to feel empathy, because that was the whole point, was that Ruby saying, you can't even feel empathy for what I'm going through right now. You know, you don't even care that he died, that he was thrown into the river, barbed wire, all that stuff. So either Christina is just trying to, in whatever perverse way, she's like, okay, the only way I can feel empathy is to actually go through it, or she's testing her bounds of her immortality, because she did say a spell before everything happened, and then she caught out the water just fine. So I'm not sure. But yeah, just freaking, I don't even know, dude. God, God, I'm all over the place. I'm out of breath. I need water. Get some water. Lastly, last big thing really is Diana getting scratched up. It looked like she got infected. You know, I don't know if it was just she was bleeding or something, but like when the girls stabbed her, there was definitely some vein stuff going on, like crawling up her skin. So either she's infected and somehow gonna turn into something else, or poisoned. You know, some along those infection poison kind of lines, or it's just some weird stab wound. I don't know. Like, I don't know how it's gonna happen. What's gonna happen with that? You know, I wish we gotten some sort of closure this episode, at least on just where she is, because we ended with her being restrained by Montrose and the two girls just laughing and stabbing her. So basically, I just want to know, are the girls gone now that they've got caught up to her? Is she gonna be okay? Is she knocked out? You know, I just wanted like 5 more seconds of like what happened with that situation, because I'm gonna be I'm gonna have to wait a week. Oh, Pasha, we're really in it now, huh? 2 episodes left. Damn. Great episode. I'm gonna stop talking. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this episode. One last thing, actually, Cunningham. In the tomb where Tick and Christina met, there was the Braithwaites, but then the other side it was Cunninghams. I don't know if we ever met Cunninghams, if they're important at all. I just noticed that, so just putting it out there. If that is a plot point, I did catch that. But yeah, please let me know in the comments below what you guys thought in this episode. Inform me about history, because again, American history system and education system, not that great. So I'd love to learn more, do some research on that. And yeah, 2 more episodes. Can't wait. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next time.